So, as you can clearly see on the screen, I'm currently waiting for Wuthering Waves to be playable. I've been waiting for such a long time for this game and was very excited to hear about it for my more than a year by now time of playing Punishing Gray Raven. I may not make content on PGR anymore, but I still find time to play it just to see my sweet alpha get to work. Now, this video is going to be a bit of a concern-filled one, but also one that doesn't have the full context of the situation of the final build of the game. Well, visually at least. I think we can all agree, when we think about a game called Wuthering Waves, we think of a darker, gray-coded game with darker forces of shaded light and shadows, cloud-filled skies, and just that little bit of hope that's piercing through those cloud-filled skies in the rays of sunlight. But judging from the clips shown in the reveal stream from what I saw, as I only saw the English version, the game seems to have went in a slightly different artistic direction in terms of its color identity. I have no doubt that the game itself has its places and moments where it's that gritty, dark-coded color paletting by all means. But it certainly feels like they were showing quite a lot of colorful places. Now, the reason I bring this up is because a tweet happened to catch my eye, and also be shown to me once more by a friend. After seeing this tweet again, it made me stop and think about whether or not Wuthering Waves will end up being a spew of a variety of colors. A game's artistic identity is very important, as it's one of the main ways to allow it to be identifiable more easily, to be differentiated from other games. Not all games have to share the exact same color pattern in order to attract its own audience. While I understand there were complaints about the game visually, I didn't think, and still don't think, that could have been enough to change Wuthering Waves too drastically. I'm hoping that when I enter the game tomorrow, I'm not completely bombarded by a flourish of rainbow colors, but at the same time, as someone who can appreciate a variety of artistic direction, I don't think it will deter me from actually having fun in the game. While I would be disappointed that the game's color palette wouldn't fully match up with that of a classic coded post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting, I understand that not all post-apocalyptic settings look visually dreary, but that's the charm of it usually, isn't it? I'm hoping to see a more darker and monotonous color choice in more areas than not, so I can actually better appreciate the areas that do have these colors. I'm hoping that the place with that beautiful pink tree is a rare occurrence. Having darker and harder to see environments can really helpfully highlight the glory and true beauty of a bright, multicolored place. I did, however, see a variety of people from the Genshin Impact community talking about and complaining about the color direction of the game. And while I understand from a business standpoint why Kuro Games would want to listen to the majority, I don't think it would be the right decision for them to sacrifice Wuthering Waves' artistic identity and forsake the direction they went in, especially if it's just to please the masses. The game would have been very identifiable in less vibrant settings, and I would have really been able to appreciate seeing its growth in playing at its own niche. At the end of the day, however, it isn't only down to the colors you see on the screen that determines whether or not you will be playing a video game. In most normal gaming cases, it's more so about the presentation as a whole rather than just one aspect about a game. I think something that would be able to more easily rectify the situation would be to do something similar that Tower of Fantasy did and allow you to have different kinds of colors shown on the screen. Being able to change these sorts of settings would be able to please both sides that like a variety of colors and wants the game to stay in the more dreary artistic direction. I think if they wouldn't even want to add in those filters, something else that they could do is just simply add a setting to filter a wuthering mode on or off. Let me know if I'm the only one that actually might think that way. But aside from that, I also want you to let me know in the comments below. I love seeing in every single one of my videos, you guys discussing with me or each other your opinions and ideas. As always, however, I want you all to take care. Enjoy Wuthering Waves when it releases, and peace.